Power and wisdom. Can they truly reside within a single ruler? First, Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, the very image of the Philosopher-King. From youth, he embraced Stoicism, seeking virtue through reason and self-control. Yet, his reign was consumed by brutal realities: incessant warfare on the Danubian frontier and against Parthia, the catastrophic Antonine Plague that decimated populations, and internal revolts testing the empire's stability. Amidst this chaos, likely on campaign, Marcus penned his private meditations. This was no public manifesto, but a deeply personal journal, applying Stoic tenets, duty, acceptance of fate, cosmic perspective, to navigate the storm of leadership. Here lies the profound paradox. A man dedicated to inner peace, compelled to command legions in savage conflict. Viewing it as a necessary, somber duty, he wrote profound philosophy while managing a war-torn empire, a testament to his resilience. Despite the turmoil, he earned a reputation for conscientious administration and justice. His own words betray a constant struggle against the temptations of power, famously reminding himself, "See that you don't turn into a Caesar." Across the globe, in 3rd century BCE India, ruled Ashoka the Great of the Mauryan Empire. His story is one of dramatic transformation. The pivotal moment came around 261 BCE with the conquest of Kalinga, a campaign of horrific brutality that reportedly left him deeply remorseful. Renouncing aggressive warfare, Ashoka embraced Dhamma, a universal code of ethics derived from Buddhism, promoting non-violence, tolerance, compassion, and truthfulness. His chosen medium? The Ashoka Edicts, monumental inscriptions on pillars and rocks scattered across his vast territory, directly communicating his moral vision. In a remarkable display of imperial awareness, these edicts were inscribed in various local scripts and languages, including Greek and Aramaic, in the empire's northwestern reaches, ensuring widespread understanding. Ashoka's commitment was practical. He established hospitals for both humans and animals, dug wells, planted shade trees along roads, and cultivated medicinal herbs. His reign stands as a unique, large-scale experiment in ethical governance, unprecedented in its public declaration of moral principles. Imagine a powerful conqueror, after a decisive victory, choosing a path of peace and righteousness. Centuries later, in late 9th century England, Alfred the Great faced an existential crisis. As King of Wessex from 871 to 899, his realm teetered on the edge of collapse under relentless Viking assault. Alfred's genius lay in combining military innovation, like the network of fortified settlements known as burhs, and strengthening his navy, with a profound belief in the power of knowledge. He perceived the Viking invasions partly as divine punishment for a decline in learning and piety within his kingdom. His solution was radical: an ambitious program to translate vital Latin texts into the Old English vernacular, making wisdom accessible. Works by Pope Gregory, Boethius, and others were rendered into the language of his people, with scholars gathered at his court. Alfred viewed education not as a luxury, but as an essential tool for national survival, moral regeneration, and effective governance. Astoundingly, amidst constant warfare, Alfred personally engaged in these translations, driving the project forward. His own preface to Gregory's Pastoral Care explicitly outlines this vision, directly linking the revival of learning to the spiritual and practical health of the kingdom. A king wielding wisdom as a weapon. Finally, we encounter Frederick II, Holy Roman Emperor and King of Sicily, who reigned from 1194 to 1250. Known as Stupa Mundi, the wonder of the world, he was a kaleidoscope of contradictions. A brilliant intellectual, fluent in multiple languages, a patron of arts and sciences, possessed of a probing, skeptical mind. Yet, he was also a ruthless autocrat, embroiled in perpetual conflict with the papacy, leading to multiple excommunications. His Sicilian court in Palermo was an extraordinary melting pot, hosting Christian, Jewish, and Muslim scholars in vibrant exchange. Frederick displayed a keen interest in rational inquiry and empirical observation, exemplified by his detailed treatise on falconry, De Arte Venandi cum Avibusis, which meticulously documented bird behavior based on experience rather than inherited dogma. He governed Sicily with notable efficiency, promulgating the advanced legal code, the Constitutions of Melfi, in 1231. Controversially, he secured Jerusalem during the Sixth Crusade not through battle, but through diplomacy with Sultan al-Kamil. Frederick embodies a startling mix of medieval realpolitik and an almost modern scientific and rationalist outlook. A 13th century ruler who challenged dogma, fostered interfaith dialogue, and valued empirical science. His famous Sicilian questions, complex philosophical and scientific problems posed to scholars across the Mediterranean, underscoring his relentless intellectual curiosity, though perhaps also serving political ends. Ultimately, the Philosopher King remains an elusive ideal. Our four figures demonstrate the immense difficulty of wielding absolute power while adhering to profound principles. Each faced contradictions, forced by the harsh realities of rule into morally complex compromises. None were perfect, yet their enduring fascination lies precisely in this struggle, the documented attempt to bridge thought and action under extraordinary pressure. Perhaps Plato's ideal is unattainable, but these rulers offer compelling, flawed glimpses of the quest. Which leader intrigued you most? Let us know below, like, and subscribe for more dives into history's complexities.